Now we move to the one senator in the entire United States senator who is indeed forever young.
With apologies to Rod Stewart, thank you, Chairman. Mr. Fick, last year I introduced legislation with Senator Warner and the chairman of this committee that would establish an interagency tech partnership office housed at the State Department. This office would spearhead the United States' global efforts to forge robust technology partnerships with like-minded partners and allies, with a special focus on norms and standards, joint research, and export controls and investment screens. I believe that if America is to truly compete and exceed the Chinese Communist Party's whole-of-government approach to tech domination, we must harness all the tools of allies and partners and work together. Consistent with the bipartisan vision of the CHIPS and Science Act, which just passed Congress and the President of the United States will sign into law in a few weeks, we're trying to formalize this effort to crowd in the talent and treasure of other countries in co-developing technologies so that we can have common standards and really marshal all of the collective wherewithal that we have as we think about this generational competition with the CCP. Do you believe that the State Department is best positioned within the federal government to lead creation of this interagency tech partnership office? Does the State Department have the resources and the ability to harness the necessary expertise within state and beyond to spearhead this effort?
Thank you, Senator. I do believe that the State Department, as the nation's lead foreign policy agency, should lead on the partnership aspects of technology collaboration. I appreciate also that this is a cross-cutting issue inherently. It has defense elements, it has intelligence elements, it has economic elements, et cetera. And so I would not expect that these efforts to sit exclusively in the State Department. But I do think as far as partnerships go, the State Department is properly positioned to lead. And I believe that the creation of this role helps to elevate and integrate those functions at the State Department. And if I'm confirmed, I would welcome the opportunity to work with you on this vision. I share a strong sense of its importance and don't believe that we can do it alone.
Thank you for that. I would look forward to that opportunity, sir. I've also noted with great interest the conclusions of the report of the independent task force that you co-chaired for the Council on Foreign Relations, Confronting Reality in Cyberspace. The report calls for more cohesive links between our national security strategy and our policy for digital competition. Could you comment on where the U.S. can make meaningful progress on this aspect of our foreign policy and where you envision your role to be in making that policy and implementing it if confirmed?
Yes, Senator. As I said in my opening statement, I believe that technology is the next frontier of diplomacy. I believe that diplomacy is our tool of first resort in international relations. And so, by extension, I think that this is a cross-cutting substrate that is part of every aspect of our national security strategy and foreign policy. And so, my hope, if confirmed, in this role is to provide kind of coherence to our tech diplomacy and ensure that we as a government first and we as a leader of like-minded allies and partners are coordinating our efforts, because we have a competitor out there with a very different vision of what our global technology future should look like. And I look behind me here at my children and think that this is fundamental. to shaping the world that they will grow up in.
Thank you, sir. Got some mic issues here. And lastly, I'll just ask you, and if you can answer in fairly short order, going back to the report I referenced, in lieu of sanctions, what tools are available to the United States to strengthen adherence to a framework of responsible state behavior in cyberspace?
Senator, I believe that we have not fully extended deterrence into the cyber domain. I believe that American power has been a force for stability in the world since the end of World War II, and our adversaries seek to do mischief or harm us using digital means because they know what the consequences are in the physical world. And we should be marshaling every ounce of our diplomatic, economic, informational, and if necessary, military power to ensure that we extend deterrence into this new domain.
Thank you.